Hey
What's up,
guys!
Hey,
It's the Castle Sisters here. I'm Ashley.
I'm Erica.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome to our channel. Channels.
Yeah. So we're here to discuss more about our paranormal project. And yeah, we've already posted a few videos separately and together with the Ouija board. You know, the homemade Ouija board, which I have over here. Holy cow. But yeah, Erica, what else is going on?
Well, real quick, so I posted a video a while ago on my experiences that I have been going through the past, I'd say, a couple of years, but recently it's the activity in the house. My house has skyrocketed, I would say, and so basically I went to go see a psychic, two psychics actually, and supposedly I have a portal in my house.
A portal.
And like I said, I went to two different psychics. They do not know each other. I understand that social media.
And real quick, I'm just going to say something. I believe in the paranormal. I do. Obviously, I've been through it. I've seen it and everything. But the psychic thing, there's some things like that you can be spoofed on. But anyways, I love you, girl. Go ahead. Take it away.
Okay, well, thank you. Anyways, the psychic that I did go to, there were things that she had said that, for one, nobody knows about, especially in my family. Or I should say, outside of my family, stuff that is very personal, that social media wouldn't even know. So that right there got me. But anyways, I documented...
Like her monthly cycle.
Whatever.
Sorry.
So, yeah, I recorded some events that took place. And, yeah, so I went to go see a couple of psychics. They were very interesting. But, yeah, just had weird, unexplainable stuff that is going on in my house and even at my job. And I do hair for a living. And I've had clients witness it. I've had my license that is on my station has flown across the room, which obviously would scare anybody. And just recently, my sister and I, like she said, she actually made a Ouija board, and yes, it's something that you don't want to play with. We do take it very seriously. This is not something that we joke about.
Exhibit A. This is the Ouija board, the infamous Ouija board that I did make.
Which looks like a 3-year-old, but that's okay. That's okay.
Okay, well, you know what? It sure did work, okay? Because,
yeah,
you know what? Pizza box, trash bag, yellow paint, okay? Makes it look spooky, all right? And it worked, you guys. So there's no joke. When we did the video for the Ouija board, okay, again, I gotta warn you, I did cuss a lot. You know, Erica was so pissed off at me. I was a bitch. Anyways, I wasn't a bitch because, you know, I was just being a bitch. I was a bitch because I was scared and I was nervous. I was shaking.
I don't think she was just scared. I also think too that there was a presence here that just didn't seem nice, didn't seem right, that we didn't want here.
Well, to make it specific, when I asked it, its, you know, name, I kind of, you know, it started spelling out Abalam. And when I looked up the name Abalam, it wasn't like you look up a regular name and it goes to like a Facebook name or it goes to like somebody that lives in like, you know, the U.S. or whatever. No. It went straight to a list of demons. This bitch is a spook.
Anyways.
100%.
So one of the reasons why we decided to make this video real quick, was to kind of talk about our experiences when we were younger. And just to get into it real quick, I was about 15 at the time, and it was me, my boyfriend at the time as well. We were at Yosemite, and Ashley had dated a guy named Steven when we were in high school, and he suddenly passed away, unfortunately.
Yes.
And we ended up going to his funeral. Well, it's about a year and a half later, we were in Yosemite, and I was watching TV, and all of a sudden I see this white puff of smoke, almost like what baby powder looks like.
We weren't smoking any drugs. Well, she wasn't smoking
Well,
any
because
drugs.
you weren't there. But anyways.
Nice. Good one.
So, anyways, there was this, like I said, it looked like baby powder, just a big puff of baby powder that went from the TV into the wall. I didn't think anything of it. A couple of minutes later, the phone rings. I answer the phone, and I hear Steven. Sorry, there's no Steven here. Hang up the phone. The phone rings again. I answer the phone. Steven. I'm like, look, dude, I'm sorry. There's no Steven here. I hang up the phone. My boyfriend comes out of the shower. The phone rings again. He answers the phone. This time when he answers the phone, I could hear the voice on the other end. It's more agitated, and it's saying Steven over and over and over again. Of course, he gets upset. Whoever you are, stop messing around, hangs up the phone. Well, what happens? The phone rings again. Answers the phone. As he answers the phone, there's banging, actual banging going on at the front door at our hotel.
And again, this was my friend, well, my ex-boyfriend, who did suddenly pass, unfortunately, from an apparent suicide. But down the line, it wasn't a suicide at all. He unfortunately died from spinal meningitis. But they did do an investigation with it, because he was unfortunately involved in an accident that involved a lot of his friends. To be exact, about 5 of his friends got murdered by a DUI, woman, and they were doing some side work, part of their probation. They were doing some side work on the side of the highway, and Stephen was on one side of the highway, and his friends that he was doing this probation work were on the other side, oncoming traffic, and then this woman, DUI woman, and just ran him over, all 5 of his friends. So he witnessed that. And then a few months later, he started going through this depression and this and that. So that's why when Stephen passed away, they thought that he died of of a overdose that subsequently they thought it was a suicide, but it wasn't. So sorry, go ahead.
So anyways, yeah, so there's banging going on at the front door. As the door is being banged on, he runs to the door, opens the door, and nobody is there. Nothing. Nobody. He peeks outside, looks down, to the left, to the right, nothing. Nobody is there. So we're freaking out. We don't know what's going on. Why is this happening? This doesn't make any sense. It's not possible for the phone to be ringing. I mean, it's possible for the phone to be ringing, but to have banging going on at the same time, and just all these coincidences, and then opening up the door and there's nobody there, it was a little scary. So, closed the door. We didn't know what to do, and all of a sudden we hear almost like a tapping, or almost like somebody throwing rocks. From where the balcony is at. Now, I will tell you that the balcony in the room that we are at, when you walk outside, all you see is a river. That's it. There's no possible way for somebody to climb up to the balcony. Hold on.
Wait, were you on the second floor or first floor?
Third floor.
Third floor.
We're on the third floor. So when you actually walk outside the balcony, and you look to your right and you look to your left, the distance between each room is impossible for somebody to climb up. And like I said, we're in Yosemite, California. It's very rugged, and it's just, like I said, it's impossible for somebody to get to that balcony. And when you look over the balcony, like I said, there's nothing but a flowing river. So, and, people may say, oh, well, was there somebody, on the other side of the river and they were throwing rocks? You had to have been able to understand it was just absolutely impossible.
That wasn't your very first encounter with the paranormal? Because
No.
I know that you and I, we had actually a real Ouija board. It wasn't like the typical one that you see at the stores,
forgot
like
about that. Yep.
the creepy one that's all brown and everything. No, this was more.
It was pretty.
Yeah, it was pink and this and that. I do believe it was more of a spiritual one, not your typical scary, freaky demon shit. No. This one was pink and it had the writings on it were very feminine looking. And Eric and I, when we were, how old were we? Was this before or after my first paranormal?
This was after. This was here in Vegas.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, here in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Erica and I, from what I remember, my memory can be a little sparse. So, but that's a different time. When we started playing with it, there's a lot of information unbeknownst to us that we don't know about our family. And this specific time, when we were playing with this Ouija board, we asked it, what is just to see exactly, for one, to goof off with it, and for two, to see if they knew, or if it knew, or whatever the case may be, information that we did not know. Like, there would be no way, because one, we were so young, and two, we just didn't know.
Like, what she's trying to say is, one of the questions that we asked it was, and it's a question that an answer that we did not know at the time. And that question was what is our grandmother's name? Yes, we should know these things, but at the time we didn't. And it spelled out, it's spelled out Mary.
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
So it spelled out Mary, and while this was going on, our mother was upstairs folding laundry. And
like a good wife should.
You're mean. Jeez. God. Sorry, Mom.
Love you.
God. Anyway, so we hear her coming downstairs, and we asked her, we said, Mom, what is your grandma's maiden name, or what's your grandma's name? And she said, Mary.
True story.
We both, my sister and I, looked at each other like, oh my
shit.
God. Like, this is crazy. Mm-hmm. This is crazy. So we sat, we contemplated, okay, well, do we ask it more questions? But that we were so young, and it literally scared the crap out of us that we ended up just throwing it away.
Right.
And we didn't talk about it for a long time, just because it did spook us out, but also because there has been other things that have gone on
before and after, obviously,
the paranormal. So it's kind of like, it was just one of those things that we just didn't talk about, just like certain things that have gone on in our family that we just don't talk about. So that's why going to this psychic, and that's why I posted it on YouTube as my first YouTube video, is because, it's something serious, and it's something that's going on in my life right now, and unfortunately my family is a part of it, and I love them for it, to be there for me, but
well, I think both you and I have been through things with the paranormal, obviously, before even any of this started with my sister, because
we even had the Martinez family growing up. Okay, we're originally from California, all over California, Southern California, Northern California, Central California. We were really good friends with the Martinez family. Okay, you want to talk